believe Slytherin would be the guy?
No.
Where's
What is that?
Hey guys, I'm Lindsay Cummings.
I'm Rebecca Fabian.
And this is Writer Wednesday.
Boom, boom.
Oh, that's sad. So Rebecca and I have been friends for a long time. She stalked me on Twitter. You would know Rebecca from the famous Stupid Harry Potter tag video that we did together. And every Wednesday, Rebecca and I are going to do like a quick writer tips video, and we're going to do it as like how to write a book, basically.
Yeah,
like
we're going to give you a step-by-step guide.
Writing to editing to publication, and then the saddest sorting hat ever.
You suck at being the sorting hat.
And then the steps post-publication. So every Wednesday, as long as like we actually manage to meet up. Today we're going to start with where we get book ideas and how to help you guys get book ideas if you're struggling to get a book idea. That was horrible.
Tip number 1, learn how to write a sentence or speak a sentence.
That was really harsh.
I'm sorry. So we're going to talk about how you get ideas and where you get them.
Okay, for me, every idea is different. Most of the time, it's just from like watching the world be. For the murder complex, I knew immediately that I wanted this girl who was in a world where people just died every night when it was dark. I love your expression when I'm explaining
this. This is the weirdest thing to want.
And so I started writing the murder complex. But the idea for that really just came, I wanted to set it on the beach because like people don't go to the beach to die, they go there to vacation. But I wanted them to go there to die. Hence the book was born.
So my novel that I am going to be publishing soon and that got me an agent is called Of Blood and Promises, and it is set in a world inspired by the Hawaiian Islands. And I went to Hawaii because while I was there I was like, I really, really want to write a story that makes me feel like being in Hawaii. And so that was sort of the beginning of it. And then I had this idea for a love story, and then I murdered somebody. For me, it starts a lot of times with setting.
Yeah, and for me, usually, actually, the way I described it sounds like it started with setting too, but it actually starts with character for me because I write character-driven stories. And so if you guys are struggling with a really pointy sorting hat right here.
Every story comes from its own place, I think. So you can't necessarily know where it's going to come from. You just have to always be willing to pay attention to what does inspire you. And pay attention to the world around you, like Lindsay. Take chances, go places, have new experiences, because that's what's going to give you really awesome ideas. Something I do a lot too is just, I think about a character and I think about how they would handle an extreme situation that like no one would want to be put in. I start like writing about that and see what happens and see if it works. Sometimes it's
perfect. You like think about when Suzanne Collins was writing The Hunger Games. Like she had this awesome character, Katniss, and then she had like adorable, sweet little Prim, and then she thought like, how can I rip them apart in like the worst way ever? And so a lot of times like finding a book idea comes with, obviously you can't have a story without conflict. Setting, character, conflict.
And that's how you get a story started.
That's how you get a story. Yeah, or you could do it the other way around. You could conflict, character, setting.
Or
character, setting, conflict.
Nailed it. But basically you have to start with something that is either one of those three things. Start in one of those three places.
Stay tuned for next week when we're going to talk about
plotting.
Yes.
Or not plotting.
Something about writing.
Something else writing related.
Probably.